Welcome to the 2024-2025 school year at Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. School of the Arts. We're looking forward to a great year and wanted to ensure that families had some information to help start a wonderful year ahead. We in the front office are here to serve all of our students, families, and staff. Mrs. Main and Mr. Aguiniga serve as co-principals, and while we have some new faces as part of our front office, we are all here to work together with you to best serve our students. We will continue with our 4 school-wide expectations, which spell out pause, practice respect, act responsibly, work with purpose, and safety first. These 4 school-wide expectations demonstrate what it means to be a Panther and will help us not only in ensuring that every student is feeling validated and affirmed at school, but build a bridge to a school culture environment where every student can thrive. For our pickup and drop off, we will continue with the same zones as the year previous. Our TK, kinder, and first grade families should drop off and pick up students in the southeast corner of campus, located on Broadway Avenue, closest to the TK Kinder playground. As this is a busy street, we ask that families not only support us with prioritizing safety, but abide by traffic rules, including pulling over fully to the curb to pull out and drop off students. Additionally, second through sixth grade students should be dropped off and picked up at the front of school in the front parking lot. If you have students both in the primary and upper grades, it is recommended that you drop off and pick up in the TK through first grade area so that we can ensure that your youngest learner gets safely to their destination and the upper grade student can walk either to their next destination or pick up their younger sibling to get picked up by a family member. In prioritizing safety first, we ask that families pull up as far forward as they can and nearest the curb. This is especially true in the front of campus, where pulling up allows us to have more cars enter the parking lot and therefore help us move traffic along. In the TK through first grade area, that means parking along the curb. Note that all of Broadway Avenue there along the curb can be parked at for pickup and drop off. If you would like to get out and walk your student in, please make sure that you pull fully into a designated parking spot and walk them in. For the first day of school, families are more than welcome to walk their student to their student's classroom to get to not only see where their student's class is located, but also to meet their teacher. Our recess and lunch schedule is as follows. Note that our 5th and 6th grade students will have the earliest recess of the day after their specials class in the morning. Additionally, lunch will be served generally in the cafeteria, and students will have time for recess, lunch, and to use the restroom. We are fortunate to have multiple after-school programs, not only located on our campus, but as partners. ASA and CPY are located on campus. Please contact the program directly to confirm your student's enrollment. Boys and Girls Club does not start the first week of school, so please ensure that you have the information about their start date. Similarly, the Weston Collective and Palenque Arts are 2 community arts organizations located on our campus and will be starting after the first week of school. We highly recommend participation in these wonderful programs. Similar to previous years, Lunch is free for all students, and we will continue to participate in the Fresh Fruit program, in which students will have access to free fruit at least 3 days per week. Students may bring their own food, so feel free to send it with them. Or if you'd like to drop it off, please ensure you drop off their food by 9 a.m. in the front office. This helps to ensure that your student not only receives the food, but also so it does not create a distraction for others. We ask that as much as possible, food from home does follow the federal health guidelines, and please help us in avoiding chips and candy. For the first day of school, we welcome families to walk their students to class, but we ask after the first day that all folks who come onto campus please sign in first at the front office. This is essential in helping us prioritizing student safety so that we know that there is a trusted adult on campus if people are here to visit. Cell phones are more prevalent in our elementary schools. Therefore, we want to ensure families know that we have a no cell phone use policy during the school day and during our after school programs. We ask that students turn their cell phone off and leave them in their backpack at school rather than in their pockets. If there is an emergency or if a student needs to make a phone call, they should ask school staff to use the phone. If there is an emergency, we need to know as a school site so we can ensure that not only the information needed is given to your student, but also so we can take the proper steps to ensure that your student is taken care of and to support you and your family. Because cell phones are more prevalent, we also recognize it is a safety issue, and therefore we want to be partners in addressing how students use cell phones safely, prioritizing and protecting their safety. There are a number of ways that parents and guardians can get involved on our campus, which we will share during our back to school night on August 19th. The first two options, School Site Council and English Learner Advisory Committee, represent two decision-making bodies that we have as a collaboration of students, staff, and families. Families are more than welcome to be volunteers and chaperones to not only assist for field trips, but to support in the classroom and also to participate in our overnight sixth grade science camp experience. This year, we will also have 4 different committees that families can join so that as a community school, students, families, and staff can collaborate together to not only make decisions, but to come up with the best solutions for our community, centering its needs and assets. For our TK and kinder students, the first 8 days of school will look different. From the 7th through the 16th, kindergarten students will spend time with all 3 kindergarten teachers so that teachers can get to know their students, and support staff will help observe to best support a strong start for our kinder students. Final classes will be formed by August 16th and shared via Parent Square. During these first 2 weeks, TK and kinder families should schedule meetings with teachers so that we can best get to know you, your student, and how to best work together as a team in support of your student. Translation is available, and we are happy to support in the front office with making those appointments. 5th and 6th grade is also a different experience this year in that we have heard students and families loud and clear about the need to be prepared for middle school. In supporting that vision, students will have multiple periods during the school day. All 5th and 6th graders will have a consistent ELD teacher every day, the same English teacher every day, and the same math teacher every day. Additionally, students will have history or science at least 2 and sometimes 3 days per week. Lastly, our 5th and 6th grade students will get to choose their specials class, choosing from art, music, and PE opportunities. Here is a sample of what that schedule would look like, knowing that students will choose that specials class from 8 to 8:45, then have recess and start with their academic blocks. This will not only give students an opportunity to be fully engaged as their brain warms up after 9 a.m. for the academic rigors, but also to have trusted adults that they consistently have on a daily basis so they can build different types of relationships with different staff. We're looking forward to the school year ahead and how to work together best as a community to best serve our students. Thank you, and let's have a great 2024-2025 school year.